Good morning, my friends. It is Wednesday, the 15th of April. Today we are talking about the meeting topic and my weekly weigh-in. So we will start right away with the weigh-in. I stayed the same. That's a gift. I have no idea how I stayed the same because it was a rough weekend. But I did. I'm not going to question it. I'm going to take it. Maybe it'll show up next week, my transgressions on Saturday and Sunday. Now, I think I did. I think I weigh over 8. And my husband says, you really didn't. He goes, you ate a little more than you normally did, but you didn't eat your face off. I feel like I did, so I don't know. I did track everything, and I was over. But it is what it is. So, but come Monday, today's Wednesday, 2 days ago, right back on plan, not a problem. So I'm hoping that I can either drop a pound or stay the same next week. Right now, really, all I'm worried about is maintaining. It's all we can do right now. And that's all I worry about anyway, is maintaining, because I am on maintenance. I did go up a little bit, so I'm trying to drop a pound or two just to be in my personal comfort zone, but I'm fine with maintaining and anything we can to get through this. And that is kind of what the topic is about this week. It is about what you can and what you can't control. Sorry, I am freezing. I had to take a sip of tea. It is very cold here in the Northeast today. So yes, what you can and what you can't control. Many of us might be feeling a general lack of control these days, like we're out of the driver's seat and just along for the ride. Usually, the more in control we feel over what's happening in our lives, the more motivated, the happier, and the less stressed we are. At a time when we're all reaching to take back the steering wheel, it is helpful to shift our focus and actions to what we can control and influence. I've said this several times over the last couple weeks, that there's things we can control and there's things we can't. We need to focus on what we can control. And just like this says, what to do. List what you can and you can't control and use that information to help you get back in the driver's seat. They have a little diagram there, and in the middle is the locus of control. The definition of a locus of control is the degree to which people believe that they, as opposed to external forces, things beyond their influence, have control over the outcome of events in their lives. So that's kind of the center of everything, and then we have to look at what goes into that. We have to look at what we can't control or influence. And right now, that's a lot of things. WW says we can't control government decisions. We can't control what's left in the grocery stores. We can't control where we're allowed to be and where we're not allowed to be, and the list goes on. The more time spent focusing on the things we can't control, the more likely you're going to be stressed. Once you've accepted what's out of your control, it can actually help you feel more in control. I know for me, I have a senior in high school, so there's a lot of stuff out of our control right now. Proms, graduation, spring break trips. Adam's supposed to be sitting on a beach in Hawaii right now, and he's not. But we just got an email last night that they've rescheduled the trip for July 24th, as of right now. Will it happen? We don't know yet. We don't know where we're going to be in July, but at least that's something positive. Of course, he's not happy with it because he already had something going on that weekend, but that's another story for another day. But so not being able to control that, but having some positives come out of it is a big help. We've rescheduled prom already. We don't know if that's still going to happen. The school is very committed to making graduation happen no matter when it is. So there are some positives even in the things we can't control. what we can control and what we can influence. Sure, you can't fix what's on the news these days, but how we wish we could, or how constant it is, but we can change how we're responding to it. I know for me, I've responded just like what it says here, by clicking the off button. In the beginning, I was kind of obsessed with it. You know, every single news conference of every single governor in every surrounding state, I watched. I watched the federal government's news conferences. I, checked the different news sites. And you know what? I had to stop because it was making me crazy. It is what it is. I still get my information, but I get it once during the day and I get it in the middle of the day. I found that if watching the news right before I went to bed or reading through the news right before I went to bed, I wasn't sleeping well. So I stopped that. And I found that in the morning, if I grabbed my phone and started looking at the news and things that happened overnight, it set my tone for the day and it made me cranky. So now what I'm doing, I'm getting up, I'm going about my normal routine, my normal day. And then midway through the day is when the governor of New Jersey has a news conference. And I sometimes watch that, I sometimes don't, because honestly, I don't like the guy. So it's hard for me to watch him. But, I get a little bit of my news. I read a couple things, and then that's it. I shut down for the rest of the day. I figure if anything huge or catastrophic is going to happen, I'm going to get an alert to my phone, and I'll know about it. I won't, I don't have to be plugged into that news all day. And, it's funny. I was thinking back about it, and I remember when 9/11 happened. I was a young mom. I had a 2-year-old and a newborn. And I just remember being glued to the television for days. And after a couple days, I realized that this is not good. This is not healthy for me. It's not healthy for the babies. And I turned it off. And I turned it on once a day. I got my news. I got my information. And that was it. And it definitely brought the stress level down in our house. And that is what I'm doing with everything going on now, because I needed to bring that stress level down. I'm looking at the things, and the next part of this is what you can control is the third part of it. That's your locus of control. Focusing your attention here is powerful. Zone in on what's in front of you in the present moment, instead of worrying about what may happen or may not happen in the future. A way to do that, try something you've always wanted to do but haven't had time for. Learning a new language or cooking from scratch. Yeah, I don't have time to learn a new language. I'm busier now than I was when I was working full time, it seems, because everybody's home and I'm trying to get meals. But it's the truth. Focus on what you can. I was a little bit stressed because the grocery store didn't have some of my regular staples in. So, you know what? I said, well, let me try to substitute. Let me see what I can do here. The points, from a Weight Watcher perspective, the points may be a little higher, but that's okay because I can shave some points off somewhere else. I might not have that 5-point breakfast. Maybe I'll have a 2-point breakfast because now I'm not using 96% lean ground beef in my dinner. I'm using 93, so I have to put a little extra points in there for that. So, you know what I'm saying? Kind of a give and take. It's what I can control. I can't control what is on the shelves in the grocery store, and I can't control what's going on in the world, but I can control what I'm doing, meaning I'm sticking to routine, I'm exercising, I'm drinking my water, I'm getting my fruits and vegetables in. We're very blessed that we have a wholesale produce place near us that has gone now and done retail sales, and it's contactless, it's curbside pickup, the produce is beyond amazing. So I am blessed with that I can still get my fresh fruits and veggies. But I can't get my 96% lean ground beef. So I've switched to 93. And when I can't get 93, I've switched to 90. But I've just made adjustments because I can control that. I can have lower point breakfast and lunch because I know my dinner is going to be a little bit higher. And I can still be full and I can still be satiated. I can be satisfied and I can still nourish my body. I can still get up in the morning and I can still work out. I'm not a gym person, so I never got used to the gym, but I know a lot of people are. So that's something new. You have to get used to working out at home. But thank goodness we can still do that. We can put YouTube on and do a HIIT training. We can put YouTube on and do an indoor walking with Leslie Sansone. If you're fortunate enough to have a treadmill or some other equipment, you can dust that off and use that. So I know I felt very lucky that I'm able to continue my exercise routine because it definitely helps. I'm able to control what goes into my body. I'm able to control what food I eat. Now, like I said, is it everything perfect like I'm used to eating? Absolutely not. But I can still make good and better decisions. Would I like to sit here and eat an entire carton of ice cream with whipped cream and chocolate sauce and some brownies sprinkled on top? I absolutely would, because it's comforting. But what's going to happen after I eat that? Then the guilt's going to set in and it's not going to be comforting anymore. I've worked for a long time to be where I'm at, and I'm not going to let things that I cannot control destroy that. And that's what I have to keep telling myself. I told you a couple weeks ago, in my planner, the beginning of my planner, every week I write, food is not going to make this go away. It's just going to make you feel worse in the long run. And I have to repeat that to myself, because it does. It feels good for that first couple minutes, and then you're like, why did I do that? Because now, and like for me, and I know this is probably not the popular opinion, and that's okay, because different things work for different people. I know, there's so many funny memes going around right now about being in our pajamas and changing out of our daytime pajamas into our nighttime pajamas. If I were to do that, if I were to wear yoga pants, sweatpants, pajamas every day, I'd be in trouble, because they're comfort clothes and I'd want to comfort eat, and they stretch. So I've been getting up every morning, I've been working out, I've been showering, I've been doing my hair usually. Some days it's a ponytail, but that's okay. Certain days I still put makeup on. Not every day. I'm trying to give my face a little bit of a break and do some moisturizing masks and stuff. And I'm getting dressed. I'm putting on real clothes. By real clothes I mean jeans. I'm not, dressing for the office. But I'm putting on jeans, and I'm putting on a top, and I'm putting on jewelry. And I'm just trying to hold on to what normal I can and what control I can, and that's it. And when I'm dressed, I feel better about myself. Now, I know people that love wearing yoga pants and sweatpants and do it all the time, and that makes them feel good, and that's fine too. But if I did that, I'd be lazy, because I know me, and that's just how my brain operates. For me to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Productive, I need to be dressed. I need to feel like I'm ready to go. It's something I can control. So find those little things that you can control for you, that make you feel productive, that make you feel less stressed, and that make you feel happy. And embrace them and run with them. And the things that make you feel like that may not be the things that your mom or your sister or your best friend use. So everybody's a little different, and we have to remember that too. And I always say that about my channel. I'm just giving you what works for me. You have to take what I say and plug in the things that work for you, if that makes any sense. So try to focus on the things that can help you stay in control. You can control, like I said, what goes in your mouth. You can control what you do with your body. You can control your water intake. You can control all that. So try to focus on those good things and not focus on, when is the world going to open back up again? Am I going to be able to go on that summer vacation? Am I going to be able to go to the beach? We don't know, and we can't control that. We can't control that. So try to let that go a little bit. I know it's hard, and we have to think about it and write that down. Write down that you can't control it, but also write down and focus on what you can control. So I have talked long enough about that. The recipe this week is lemony sugar snap pea salad. It looks very springy and very green. It is 3 points on all plans for, let's see, there is olive oil and feta in it. Everything else is 0. It's definitely a nice spring dish. It has sugar snap peas, which I love. I like to dip them. It has lemon juice, olive oil, salt, black pepper, cucumbers, feta, chives, and thinly sliced mint leaves. So it does sound delicious. Is it something I would probably make? Not right now, because a lot of this stuff is not easy to get, especially the fresh herbs. And I haven't even planted my herb garden yet because I can't go out and get seeds. So I am actually today going to order a bunch of herb seeds online and get those in. So as soon as we are away from the threat of frost here in the Northeast, I can get my herbs in. And yeah, I'm excited about that. So that's something I can control. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you and share the topic with you. I mean, it was a good one, but I don't know. I didn't feel it was very motivating, so I do apologize for that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and just remember, we're all in this together. We can be here. We can help each other. Let's build each other up, not tear each other down. If there's anything you need, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email, or if you're on my Facebook group, you can tag me in a post, or you can send me a message through Messenger. All my social media is linked down below. So hit me up if you need something, if you have a question, if you just need to talk. I'm here. So have a great day. If you know anyone that could use this content, please feel free to share my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And that's it for me. So remember, control what you can control and try to let go what you can't. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you later tonight with my full day of eating.